next to Dodge. Is pelted on a high fly ball to center field, and this will settle in Davis's glove to retire the side. So the Slice sends 9 in that second inning, capped off by Lily Holtze's grand slam with 2 gone. It makes it 7-0 Slice as we go to the third here in the 2025 FGCL playoffs. Pioneers with some work to do as we start things in the top of the third inning. I'm Ryan Urquhart filling in for Gray Robertson today. As his first offering is outside for a ball. Evens the count 1-1. It's been a roaring start for this Slice team. A crooked second inning of 6 runs, a grand slam for Holtze, a capper on it as this bounces home for ball 2. On the next, this is driven into left and foul, moves to 2 strikes now. Pitch. Hey, sliced off and foul and back. Pun not intended. Pioneers trying to battle back in this inning. This is Gabby Evans leading off, the catcher, in the 7th spot. So far, Yarnall has only faced the minimum in each inning so far. And the next is tattooed on a floating shot over Bras, settles down for a base hit. Second hit of the ball game for the Pioneers, but their first runner will settle in at first after Baker was thrown out going to second in the prior inning. So floating shot gets the second hit of the column, but a runner to work with for the bottom of this Pioneer order, and well, it's a start. So Gabby Evans on base. Ball State Cardinal, transferred in from Michigan State, brings in Bailey Davis now. That note, by the way, Bras stayed in for Nesbitt at second. First pitch whizzes in for a strike, 0-1. Davis, a lefty pitcher and first baseman from McNeese, a freshman from Anacoco, Louisiana, where she was a 3-time All-State selection. First trip to the plate today for Davis. Take here for a ball outside. Davis waits on the next. And Davis catches a piece. Glides through it for a foul up and back. Pitch. It's up into the netting. Or fencing, should say. So it's 1-2 now on Bailey Davis. Catches another piece and extends the at-bat. Winner moves on to face the 4 seed. That's the Impact later today. First round of the 2025 FGCL playoffs. That game will be at 2 o'clock. Right here on field 2. Pitch. And cuts through it for strike 3. It's the third for Yarnall. And she continues to rack up Ks. That's her third across 3 innings. That's just a good pitch sequence there. Gets Davis to chase it. A good bounce back after giving up the leadoff single. Here's Jet Harrell. And the first she sees, she slices through. Harrell from UTSA, a redshirt junior, righty outfielder. Originally by way of Mississippi Gulf Community College. There's a strike on the cut through it. Ball gets away, and on the wild pitch, Evans is into second base. One gone in the inning after the strikeout. And a runner at second, the next to Harrell. That's ripped in the air to left. It hangs up for Gardner. And that's a big second out against the 9th spot. I think that's the stuff you love to see from a pitcher. It's when you give up those hits, how do you stay consistent and not let that creep in? Of course, only a single in a 7-0 game, but that makes it a bit easier to stay calmer, of course. But ultimately, it is sort of a performance thing at the end of the day. Well, it's a different task against the top of the order. Thanks to that single, Caitlin Ty will get an opportunity. First pitch, she floats one up out of the second base bag over his bra. She's got it, and that will retire the side. So the Pioneers get their second hit, and a runner left stranded out at second. No runs on the aforementioned hit, no errors, and the other aforementioned runner left on base. Brings us to the middle of 3. It's still Bradenton 7, and the Pioneers nothing in this first round of the 2025 FGCL playoffs. Bottom of the third, and the Bradenton Slice on the verge of run rule territory. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 in this inning, starting off with Lexi Shaver. And this first pitch is outside for ball one. Should say inside. Shaver, a transfer from Salt Lake Community College to Kennesaw State. Redshirted her first year with an injury. 1-0 to the righty. And that's outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Shaver faces 2-0. That's high and out. This next home. Up and out. That's ball 4. So a walk to lead off the inning. And Lexi Shaver is on base for the second time today. And Grace Molitor will come to the plate. She reached on a free pass into second, a hit by pitch. So a potential 8th run is out at first. And Molitor, a prime opportunity. I'll take a strike here. Molitor this summer, a .355 average, 3 home runs. Runner takes off from first, and the throw down is well in time, but not on target, as the runner slid her hand underneath it. And Shaver has a stolen base. That's her second of the summer. And now 1 in scoring position for Molitor. It's 1-1. Barreless offering. It is tattooed into the screen. So Caprice Berla ran into some severe turbulence in that second inning. A 6-run crooked frame. Highlighted by a grand slam. Was the 4th hit of that inning. Waves on this, and that'll be strike 3. So Molitor down on strikes. A good bounce back K for Berla. There's 1 gone in the inning. Brings in Emma Brinkman, who struck out in the second, was the first out of that inning. On the first pitch, a fly ball deep into left. Hall is back, and this one is gone. A 2-run blast from Emma Brinkman puts this game in run rule territory at a 9-0 lead. And that should induce a pitching change for this Pioneers group. So they will bring a new arm, and we'll step aside. The Slicer in cruise control, up 9-0 in Bradenton. So New Arm will step in for the Pioneers, a 9-0 game in this inning. And this is Bailey Davis, who comes in from the DP spot. He's pitched 25 2/3 this summer, 6.27 ERA to her credit. And struck out 16, walked 17, and the first is his strike. In this 8 spot. DeBross. Precious Bros, we mentioned a transfer from Georgia to South Carolina. Who the Gamecocks, who were oh so close to making the World Series this year. One of the better stories in college softball. Her season came to an end in Gainesville in that Super Regional against arch rival Florida. Pitch. That's low and away. And Bros will take a ball here. Only had 5 at-bats with the Dogs last year. Did have a couple of doubles, scored 9 runs. Is a Columbia, South Carolina native, transferring back to her hometown. Pitch. That's in the dirt for a ball. It's 3-1. This is tattooed off of home. The count is full at 3-2. Pitch. And the payoff's a slow dribbler up the third base line. It has to race all the way in, and there's no play at first. It was a long track for Davis, and she couldn't make the throw in time. An infield single off the bench for Bros. Her first hit of the ball game as a runner at first base with 1 out in the inning. And Riley Gardner will step to the plate. On the first, flashes punt and pulls it back for a strike. Gardner can turn this over and continue to add insurance. It's next in. Low and outside for a ball. On the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's a strike. It moves it to 1-2. On a 2-strike offering. Catches a piece of this and floats it up at first. A juggling catch is made by Baker. That's his second out of the inning. You really need that against the 9 spot. That was not an easy play for Baker. Sort of a no man's land between home and first. He comes in and does just enough to get by the edge of the wickets. And turns it back over to Kylie Shaw for her 3rd trip to the plate. First pitch, Shaw turns one at first, and it gets by, but it's a foul ball. That was right on the edge of being fair. Shaw facing 0-1. Places your bunt down into a good spot. The throw to first doesn't get there. Kylie Shaw is safe. A bunt single has runners at first and second with 2 gone. And Layla Lamar will get a turn at the plate. Layla Lamar a chance to add on to an already lopsided lead at 9-0. First and second for the Slice. Davis deals. And zips in a little bit high for ball 1. After Balo went 2 1/3, Davis trying to get out of this side without any further damage. Lamar will take here, ball 2. Next to Lamar. She'll take a third ball. So 3 out of the zone to start. Against Layla Lamar, who has singled and walked in the first and the second inning. Her 3rd trip to the plate in as many frames. The next is high and out. That's a 4-pitch walk to Layla Lamar. As patient as they come in this spot. And that'll load up the bases once again. Already a grand slam in this game for Lily Holtje. But in this spot, the Slice will make a swap. So it will not be Holtje to the plate. This is Brittany Gingrich. And Gingrich will take on the first. So Holtje, already a grand slam in this game. Trying to get some opportunities for different Slice players this time of year, the season winding down. That pops in low. Brittany Gingrich out of Lise McRae College, a freshman from St. Petersburg, Florida, about an hour up the road. This past year was a .306 hitter in her college season. Takes a strike here. Two gone in the inning and trying to take advantage. That's high for a ball. Bases loaded for the Slice. A 3-1 count here. And a chance to pile on to an already massive lead. Pitch. Gingrich flies one in the air into foul territory, first base side. Baker's got it, and that will retire the side. So 3 left on base, but 2 in on a 2-run blast from Emma Brinkman is the difference. Has this game in run rule territory as we go to the 4th here in the 2025 FGCL playoffs. To the top of the fourth we go. Pioneers need a couple of runs to get this out of run roll territory. And on the first offering, that's outside for ball one. It's Caitlin Ty leading off. Or excuse me, yeah, it is Ty. And the next. Shoves this one into a tough spot by the circle, a race to the bag, and that is one. Just in time, a headlong slide is not enough for Ty, and she is out one unassisted on an absolute all-out sprint to the bag. That's just hustle effort on both sides of the ball there. And it's the pitcher showing off her athleticism. Yarnall puts on the wheels and gets it down in this inning. Here's Caprice Berla. Struck out back in the first inning. First pitch off the handle and back for a foul, 0-1. And the next. On in front of it, strike two. So 2 pitch. That's fluttered up into the screen. Will stay the same count here. Another 2-strike pitch from Yarnall. Opposite way, liner foul. Will stay the same count here. First day of the FGCL playoffs. Winner of this one on to face the 4-seeded Impact. Everybody in pursuit of the championship game to finish out their summer. Another 2-strike pitch. That darts inside. It's ball one. Yarnall's next to Baylor. Opposite way is pumped into left field foul ground. Will stay 1-2. Berla down swinging in the first. Trying to turn her fortunes here. The Pioneers to this point only 2 hits. Left a runner stranded back in that third inning. Oh, 1-2. Up and in, ball 2. Yarnall deals home. And this 2-2 is up and in. So a good battle back from Berla. Brings it to a full count here. Pioneers looking for some kind of daylight. On a payoff pitch. Line drive softly to left, racing in, a diving catch from Gardner. What looked like a potential base hit off the bat is stolen away. And there's 2 gone to the fourth. You just can't do it much better than that. A really good athletic play out in left field. Racing in the slice, continue to make the necessary plays to keep this game in the land of the lopsided. As Lamont will come to the plate. Has been far and away the Pioneers' best bat this summer. Flew on to left back into first. After the web gem here. Has 2 gone to the inning. The first pitch is a strike from Yarnall. Pitch. That's outside, 1-1. Two-out opportunity for Lamont. Basically a 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Yarnall, after some help from her defense, gets to 2 outs in the inning. Only 4 outs to play with as it stands for the Pioneers. This next offering. Cut on and missed, a foul tip into the glove for strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Yarnall has 4 strikeouts, and the Slice have a 9-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Bradenton in run rule territory looking for insurance. It's the pitcher Yarnall who leads off in place of Ella Dodge. So Yarnall an opportunity to hit for this Slice team. This is lifted, deep left field, at the fence. It is caught on a twisting grab by Love. Love substituting in for Hall. One of the defensive changes for the Pioneers. That quickly puts one away as the pitcher is dispatched. Brings in Lexi Shaver. As this first pitch misses for ball 1. Shaver today, a single and a walk, has also stolen a base. 1-0 pitch is lifted into right, falling fast, but Dawson is faster. 2 flyouts to the outfield, 2 gone. Moves down to the order. And on the first pitch, a fly ball into center. Ball leader wasting no time, and she is retired on the fly out to the center fielder. So all three outfielders get it out. It's a quick bottom of the fourth. And the Slicer 3 outs away from moving on in the 2025 FGCL playoffs. They're up 9-0. One last chance to dance for the Pioneers in 2025 as Ella Dawson leads off. Run rule territory in the top of the fifth. First pitch is up high for ball one. Pioneers to this point have been 2 hit by Yarnall. Trying to go the distance in this game, tee her team up. The matchup against the 4 seed, the Impact. This is cut on for a strike. And it's quickly. First strike on it. It's 1-1. Yarnall's next. It is ripped in the air right center field, and that finds a Bermuda Triangle for a base hit. Third single of the day for the Pioneers, second of the leadoff variety, and it has 1 runner on base for them in the fifth. Brings in Valerie Combs. Pioneers would need 3 runs to extend, or 2 runs rather, to extend this game. Some changes for the Slice. Shaw is at second, Bross at short, Multier is at center field. Pitch. Swing and a fly ball high in the air, left field line, racing in. Gardner reels it in. And that's the first out of the fifth. A much quicker at bat there for Combs. And Madison Baker is set to come to the plate. Baker, one of the Pioneers with a hit to this point. Got a single way back in the second. Pitch. That's high and out for ball one. A sweltering afternoon in Bradenton. FGL season winding to a close here in early July. College season's just around the corner for these players. 1-0. Outside, looks for ball two. Yarnall trying to slam the door, buy a little bit of extra rest before their game at 2 o'clock against the Impact, should this hold here. Baker swings and drives one through the 5-6 hole for a base hit. Well, don't count the Pioneers out just yet. They have 2 on base, needing 2 runs in the fifth. Right-handed hitting Gabby Evans will step up. One big swing could tilt this right back out of run rule territory. And time is called. Battery wants to talk a bit, as Yarnell has lost things a little bit here in the fifth. Trying to wrap things up with 2 outs to get, but 2 runners on base for the Pioneers. Out of the timeout, there's a strike. So, whatever Brinkman said clearly was effective. It's 1-1. Waved on for a strike, 1-2. Two outs to get in this game for the Slice. 5-12 matchup on this first round of the playoffs. 1-2. That skips home and scoots away. All the way to the backstop, runners to second and third. To a crucial wild pitch. 2 runners in scoring position. Gabby Evans with one mighty swing could tip this game back out of run rule territory. And coach is going to shift everybody back to their original spots with a chance to end the game here. So Multier goes back to short. Ross goes back to second, and Shaw goes to center. Pitch. Swing and a high fly ball foul. There'll be 2 strikes upcoming. It's 2-2. Way high and out. A good stop by Brinkman behind the dish. 3-2. Potential run rule on the line here. Payoff. Swing and a foul up at third. Well, the good news for the Slice, it's the bottom of the order here. Gabby Evans, though, has hit today, had a single into the 3rd inning to lead things off. So he's already made contact against Yarnell once. Here's a payoff. Swing and a high, playable pop-up middle of the infield. Multiple Slice players in, and it's the shortstop, Multier, to come in and grab it, and they're 1 out away. Man, that's a really big pop-up, especially after some pitches that wavered out of the zone. The wild pitch that moved the runners into scoring position. You get that critical second out, and now you face the 8-spot Bailey Davis. So the Pioneer season comes down to this at-bat, 9-0. A chance to extend this game, though, with runners at second and third. That's low and out on the first. That's low for a ball. Bailey Davis, a lefty from McNeese, has the game-extending run at second. On the next, that's inside for a ball. It's 3-0. Davis struck out swinging in the 3rd. Could load the bases for the 9th spot. Pitch. She'll take ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk with 2 gone. And if Jet Harrell can turn this over, the top of the Pioneers order is waiting ominously in the distance. This will induce a meeting in the circle. Brittany Purser wants to talk about it. Walter State head coach. Previously was an assistant at St. John's River State. We mentioned she played at UNF, also played at Lynn. This one out to get for the Bradenton Slice can punch their ticket to the next round of the FGCL playoffs. Into the hands, ball one. Jet Harrell lined out to left back in the third. Pitch. Down the chute for a strike. It's 1-1. Season on the line for the Pioneers. The run that matters most is at second. Anything to the gap could extend the game. 1-1. Swing on a line drive deep to left. It's at the wall, and this is wide. Did not stay fair, but a bit of a warning shot from the righty, Jet Harrell. On 1-2, another good stop by Brinkman out of her stance. It's 2-2. 9-0 at this top of the fifth. Run rule is in effect if they can get this final out. Oh, 1-2. Swing on a line drive into left. It'll hang up for Gardner, and the Bradenton Slice are moving on. They'll face the Impact later today. This is the end of the road for the Pioneers. Congratulations to them on a stellar 2025 summer. But we have our next round matchup. It'll be the 4 seed against the 5 seed. The Slice will face the Impact, and you can catch that action right here on our streams of FGCL Softball. That'll do it for us. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you later on today.